Hello. Hi, Dawn. How is Dawn? Dawn's here. I'm here. How are you? Sherry's here. Hi, Sherry. Hello, Michelle. How's Michelle? Michelle, you figured out how to do the Smash and the Specials thing. Yay! You figured out where to post. Yay! So happy. All right. Um, yeah, we're gonna work on our sock today. I'll talk to you about the sock because I kind of forgot that I was supposed to wait for you guys. I went ahead. I went ahead. Anyhow, how's everybody's beginning of the year going? It's cold here. Cold. Okay, I'm face on this way, which may be a bad decision today, but we'll see. Somebody said they liked it last week, and I really don't have. I mean, I might have to turn it around and show you some things I'm doing on camera. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. In case you can't tell, yeah, I got sick. Yeah, I don't know. All them people here in my house over Christmas, I have no idea. That's the only thing I can figure because I mean I don't do much else. I don't, I'm not around a lot of people very often. Go to the store once in a while, but I don't know. Anyhow, have all them people in my house. I'm sure somebody was sick. We have the grandkids today. We had them on Tuesday. Tuesday? Yeah, I think. I don't know. Um, yeah, I think it's like around 18 here, Dawn. Like 18. I know. And it's been snowing. It just keeps snowing. It's not like a lot of snow, but we have several inches now because it's just been snowing every day. Like one day it snowed, just snowed and snowed and snowed. Today it snowed. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyhow, um, yeah. So there's that. Anyhow, um, we don't have. No, we had them Wednesday. We had them Wednesday. That's right. They were with their dad on Monday, with the other grandma on Tuesday. We had them Wednesday. Mom had New Year's Day off on Thursday, and we have them today. Except we only have two of them because the oldest one stayed with the other grandma because he's sick. I don't know. Did he get that from me on Wednesday? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? 59 in Tennessee. That would be lovely. That'd be lovely. Yeah, that upper respiratory stuff. I mean, I just keep coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing. I just cough, 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 and cough up stuff and cough up stuff. At least I'm coughing up stuff. It's not like it's stuck in there anymore. You know what I'm saying? First couple days, it was just like, I mean, it started with just like a tickle. I had a little tickle in my throat, like, and it was just bugging me. And then, then it changed. I'm like, oh gosh. Hi, Kathy. So I got some Hall's breezers. These are good. I like these. I don't like that the regular Halls, like the really mentholated stuff. I can't do it. Cannot do it. So I have those, and they help with my throat. I've been taking a decongestant and then like a cough syrupy thing that's supposed to help break everything up, all that good stuff. Anyhow, so there's that. And tomorrow is Jackson's birthday party. So I'm really hoping that, I'm feeling better. I wish I could just stop coughing. I don't want to cough anymore. But I don't know. Right? I know, Sherry. That's what people are saying. There's something that's just going around and everybody's getting sick. And I'm like, oh, God. Lovely. And I mean, I haven't felt terrible. I mean, like I haven't run a fever. I haven't, all the other things like body aches and all those kinds of things. None of that. It's just cough, 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 cough. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. All right. So I forgot. I was supposed to wait for you guys on my sock. But I've had this on my foot. I've actually had it on my foot. There's my sock. Okay. Put it on my foot. Made sure it fit. And we were in the truck one day going somewhere. And I was just like, oh, let me start the heel. So I started the heel. I started without you. I know I started without you. I'm so sorry. I didn't wait for you. But I got this far and I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just tell them what we did here because it's super easy. There was nothing to this part. Okay. So I got 7 inches. That's what I was supposed to have here. 7 inches from, toe to heel, 7 inches. Looks like a glove now. So once you got there and I got back to my starting point, then you did 14. Yes, it was 14 rounds of 30 single crochets, just back and forth. That's all I've done. 14 rounds of 30 single crochets. Okay. This is the start of the heel. You can see it. You can see it happening, right? This is the back. It's going to, yeah. Okay. Now it's going to, this is a neat construction, how she does this. I really like this. Okay. And the cough is lingering for weeks. That is so lovely, Sherry. That's just such great news. Bearer of bad news there, Sherry. Now, here's the interesting thing. When I got at this point, I was like, oh, I know where I was. I was getting our pedicure. That's where I was. We were getting our pedicures, and I was sitting there working on this. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot how many rows I'm supposed to do. And the girl doing Dale's feet was like 14. I'm like, yep, you're right. It was 14. Yeah. All right. So because I couldn't go any further, I was like, well, I can't go any further. This part's easy enough to tell you what I did. But I can't go any further. So I went ahead and I started the next sock. Here's the next sock. So here's my little ball of yarn. So on this end, see, on this end over here, I'm starting the next toe. We got that attached over here. And now on this end of the yarn, we're going to work on the heel. So I've got 2 things going on a 1 ball of yarn. Right, Shannon? And we're like, oh, thanks, Sherry. Thanks for the good news. Anyhow, Dale just left with the kids. They're going to the, as the one child puts it, the junkyard. He has some metal stuff to go turn in, so they went to do that. Anyhow, okay, so all I know so far is that we do our 14 rows of 30 stitches and then we fasten off. I was like, why are we fastening off? Well, because this next part, we're going to start in the 10th stitch. So we're going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to start over here in the 10th stitch. I know what we're doing. We're making a little skinny part here. We made a bigger part, and now we're going to make a skinny part. So right now I'm just joining with a slip stitch because I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do. My guess is it's going to be a single crochet. I could probably just join with a standing single crochet, but let's see what she says we're supposed to do. I hate following a video tutorial, although the video tutorial is really good. She's really good, but anyhow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This is the 10th stitch. So I attach the yarn into the 10th stitch and now into the 11th stitch. I work a single crochet. And now I'm going to work a single crochet into each one of the next 9 single crochets so that I have 10 single crochets worked in total.
Okay, so we're just doing 10 single crochets. She joined her yarn and then she went ahead and did a single crochet in the next stitch. And so we're just going to do 10 single crochets. Not hard, right? 10 single crochets. And there are 10 single crochets. My guess is we're going to chain 1, turn around, and go back and do it again. That's my guess. Let's see what she says.
5,
Oh, slip stitch into the
Now
next
I
one.
turn, and I'm going to crochet back in this direction, but I'm not going to make a chain in the beginning of row. Instead, I'm going to start working a single crochet right away. So into each one of the next 10 single crochets, I work a single crochet.
Yep, no chain, no nothing. Just turn around and do 10 single crochets. Because we did that slip stitch. So that makes it so that we can turn.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now into the next stitch right here, I work a slip stitch.
Oh. We go to our next.
I turn, and without making a chain, I start making single crochets right away. So I need to make 10 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now over here into the next single crochet, I make a slip stitch.
Okay.
Again,
So what we're doing each time is we're just keeping this little piece right here at 10 single crochets across, right? 10 single crochets across. Hello, Mary Lou. But then when we get to the end, we're going down to the 30 that we did down here, and we're slip stitching down here into the next stitch. So we slip stitch there, and then we turn and we do 10 again. So you see what it's doing? It's already doing it. You can kind of tell. Like I said, it's a cool construction. So you see how it's kind of doing this arch thing? This is still just 10 stitches, but they're getting stretched further and further each time because of that slip stitch we're doing at the end of each round. It's really cool construction how to do this heel. I like it. I like it. So this is going to be on the back of our heel. You can kind of see how it's like curling up. It wants to curl up to get the back of your heel, right? This is going to be like the bottom of your heel. This is going to be the back of the heel. They all have names. The heel flap, I don't know. There's a gusset somewhere. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but anyhow.
And I start making single crochets right away.
I just don't know how many rows we need to do.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, just check this Etsy commercial. I'm so tired of seeing it. New Year's Eve is over. She can stop decorating for New Year's Eve. I wonder if we go all the way. Yep. Okay. So I don't need to know how many rows. I just keep going. So I single crochet 10. I keep my 10 stitches every time here. On the 10th stitch is kind of going down the curve a little bit there. And then you go, you look at your sock and you make sure, okay, I put a stitch in that one. So I need to go to this one, this next one, and slip stitch. Turn and just turn right around and do 10 stitches. 10 single crochets back across. You do this until you get to both ends of the 30 stitches, right? Yeah, this is really like curling right up, just like a heel should. Did I do 10? I don't know. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did. Okay. So you gotta look really close to make sure where you have a stitch and where you don't. It can be a little tricky to make sure you're in the right spot. You know what I'm saying? I like this. I mean, I can see making all kinds of fun socks with this pattern. You could do stripes, you could do multiple colors, you could do all kinds of fun things. This is just a nice basic sock pattern. Nothing fancy. Like, I looked at one that had like grid lines or something at the top. I don't know. Just kind of fun. Can use any colors you'd like, as many colors as you want. Opens up a whole new world. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I thought I needed one more right here. That's our 10th. And then back down onto the slip stitch. Weird thing is there's no chaining in between any of these. It's getting smaller and smaller. Well, it's actually getting bigger and bigger, but you're stretching it more, I guess. You know what I mean? This is really kind of cool. It's much easier than I thought it would be. I can be a sock maker. I missed something there. I missed some strands. What have I got going on here? I don't know. Ended up with not enough yarn. I think I split it or something on my slip stitch. I'll show it to you again in a minute. Better work out that I have the same number left on each side, right? Okay, see it? See what it's doing? See what she's doing there? Look, that's our heel. My little heel supposed to fit in there. By the time we're done, my heel will fit in there. Okay. I hope. I might have a fat heel. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know. We'll find out. All right. What all did you guys do for New Year's? New Year's Eve. What'd you do? Anything special? This is a 3.25 and fingering white yarn. It's little. It is little. My guess is we have to do this at least 10 times, right? Because we had 10 stitches left on each side. Or do we have to do it 20 times? Does that make 20? No. I don't know what that makes. I have no idea. Back and forth. Shannon, help me out. Yeah, we're going to have to do 20. right? Because we go across, slip stitch, we come back, slip stitch, and that takes care of one stitch on each side. We have to do this 20 times. That is true. Yes, nothing special. I know, right? Me neither. I stayed up and diamond painted for a while. Went to bed, read my book for a while, kissed my husband goodnight, told him Happy New Year. I was probably asleep by, I don't know, 11:30. I think 11:30. I was asleep. And of course, I'm not feeling very good at that point. I'm starting to feel, I'm like, yeah, I just want to go to sleep. Oh boy. This morning, oh my goodness. This morning, you guys, 5:00. I'm awake at 5:00 in the morning. And I'm like, I know the kids are going to be here about 7:30. And I'm like, what do I do? Yeah, I got up and hello, Emma. Got up and of course then I'm awake. So I scroll through my phone for a while looking at stuff. Got up, had one of my cough droppy things here for my throat, took a decongestant, went to the couch and just scrolled on my phone for a while. And then I'm like, okay, I guess I can just stay here and go back to sleep. Which I did. Went to sleep on the couch. No idea what time it was. Then all of a sudden something woke me up. And what woke me up was I heard something, which was a car, apparently, in my driveway. And doors closing and stuff like that. And children coming out and coming up to my house. Right? See, I don't have that nose situation. I am not blowing my nose. There is nothing in my nose. It's all like right here, like right here. No nose blowing. I wish it would come out my nose, you know? Sorry, you guys have to hear me hack. That's why I decided to just stay on the couch. I'm like, well, at least Dale can have some peace and quiet for a minute or two while I'm, in your throat, right? I know mine's in my throat. It's not in my nose. It's just weird. I don't know. There's Emma, 37 months. I got to do a membership giveaway here really soon. I got to think about memberships for next year. No, I got to do something. We got to inspire the people to become members. It's gone really low, really down. So another membership video coming. That's got to happen soon. I just need to have some time to. December was a crazy month. I had so much going on. It's like I felt like I fell way behind, but and then I get to January here and I'm like, okay, what kind of things do I have to make for videos? I have like 3 things recorded. What else am I gonna put out for videos? don't know. I don't know. I am trying to work on like I guess I worked on my logbook the other day. That was a nice thing. Hang on, let me count this row out and then I'll talk for a minute. That's 4. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. The other day when the kids came over, the boys brought these, like, I don't know what they are, some sort of mechanical hand you build, and not Lego, but, kind of a lot of pieces and stuff. And when you're done with this big old plastic hand, there's little things you put your fingers through and you pull and you make the fingers of the thing move, and a little thing you pump and you make the thumb move. It was weird. But anyhow, they sat on the floor in the living room for I don't even know how long. And Emma, right? And they worked on that. They each had one. Neither one of them had all the parts that they needed. It's like they had both opened them up, and one was missing like all of his screws, and the other one was missing something. So they're trying to combine and get one to work out of all the parts they had. So, hang on, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now this better be my last stitch. Oh, look at that. That couldn't have worked out any better. That's my last stitch over here to slip stitch into. And I'll show you what we got. So they were quite entertained with just sitting there on the floor and playing with all these little pieces, trying to put these hands together. Dale and the granddaughter slept. They're on the couch and they slept. they're just napping. I'm like, okay. So I took all of my stuff for my logbook the entire year. All the little things, pictures I'd printed off for Smashing the Specials, and I just went to the kitchen, to the table, and I put my whole logbook together for the whole year, everything I've done, okay? So I'm like, okay, I got that done. I'm never going to be one of those people who goes and gets out all of their, diamond paintings and lays them out and just starts flipping through them and showing them. That's not going to be me ever. First of all that Smashing the Special stuff I have, a lot of it is in boxes downstairs for craft shows because it's gone right to craft show stuff. Or I sold it. It's gone. So it's pointless to do that, to get it all out. And the few paintings that I have, I mean, a couple of them are in frames, and they're like in one place in frames. And then the others are, that's just not me. I don't know how people do that when they go bring their whole pile and they're just like, and showing you every single one that they've done. That's never going to be me. But I thought this is what I might do for a video. I might just go through my logbook, talk about things I finished. How many paintings did I finish? All that kind of stuff. How many things did I get done during Smashing the Specials both times? Because I kicked butt last year on Smashing the Specials. I got a lot done. And then talk about any common themes. Throw crochet in there. I mean, crochet, that's even worse than diamond painting stuff because I didn't really keep a logbook for crochet. There's just stuff everywhere. A lot of craft show stuff, but I can talk about some common things, some bigger projects I worked on, bigger things I finished, and then kind of do a little 2026 is coming. Bye, Shannon. I hope you start feeling better. Moving forward in 2026, what's on the agenda? What do I have in mind? What do I have planned? Where do I go from here? What things do I want to work on? Like I have this little notebook here, and this would be something to put in there. Things that I really wanted to make in 2025. And I've checked off the things that I have done. And I mean, that'd be kind of interesting, you know? What did I want to get done? What did I do? Is there stuff on this list I still want to do? Yes, there is. There's a couple right here. I'm like, yes, I want to do that for sure. I want to do that. So, I mean, just kind of do a whole little, my version of this is what I did. This is how my year went. I could talk about craft shows a little bit. And then what do I want to do moving forward for next year? And just make a little video like that. It's the time of year to do that. Everybody's doing them, you know. So I thought that would be kind of interesting. I did film, like yesterday, I took my one whip from December off my table. And I filmed a little clip of it just to show everybody how far I got, because it's not done. But I want to pull out the other one because I have two. You guys know. Well, you do now. Film that one and show how far I got on that one and what my plans are moving forward. What are my plans moving forward? What do I want to do in 2026? This is what I did in 2025. What do I want to do in 2026? All right, let me show you the heel. This is cool. And I know what we do here. Pretty sure I know what we do here. We're going to just connect our main color and we're going to keep going. So look how this works. This is pretty nifty. So there's a heel. And if you think about it, this is, okay, this is like the little back of the foot, the heel on the back. And that's what we just made, is this little section right here. See if I can show it to you better. Let's see. This little section right there is what we just made, going back and forth onto the 30 stitches that we had. Here's the 30 stitches part. So that's really the bottom of the foot. Okay, imagine this is the bottom of your foot like this, right? So that's the bottom of the heel, and this is the back of your foot. And now I know we're going to start going round. Look, no, now it looks like a foot, doesn't it? Now we're going to start going round and around this way to build up the leg of the sock. Pretty neat. It's pretty ingenious. I like it. I like it a lot. Does it fit? Here's the next question. Can I even put it on? I don't know. Let's find out. We are going to find out if I can put it on my foot. You guys know my issue with my poor older dogs, Miss Toffee, who just, you know, she can't hold her bladder anymore. She just gets up from a nap and she'll just pee. Well, I'm telling you what, it's happened twice today. And both times, one of the kids got in it. I'm like, oh, God. Seriously. Oh. This is jolly good. Okay. Ready to see? See my foot. Look at it. Isn't that cute? It's cute. I like it. Now, this will stretch more. Like right now, I feel like the heel is it's kind of hard to try it on. You know, this is like those no-seam socks, you know, the ones that just slide down into your shoe. I got nothing here. But it's going to fit pretty good. Let's see if I can do this. It's going to fit pretty good, I think. All right. Okay. Time to put my slipper back on. I like it. These knitters who make socks all the time, you guys, they have it down to a formula. They're like, when I do a sock, I cast on X amount of stitches. And then I do X amount of rows. I do this much. They just got it all down pat. They know exactly what they do. They've done it so many times, you know. They know exactly what they need for their foot. Well, this is the first time I've done a sock like this. I don't know what I need, but I've been trying it on. I think that makes a difference. The last socks that we tried to make, didn't try them on. It got too tight at the top when we did the ribbing. I'm going to make sure that this doesn't get too tight. So there you go. All right. So let's go back to our little pattern here. And I'm pretty sure I know what she's going to say. We do. We just start to go around that opening now. So let's see. Yeah, we're joined. We are joined, girlfriend. Oh, she's very thorough. I'll give her that. She's explaining how this is going to work, how it's all going to. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, yep. That's what I thought. That's exactly what we're going to do. All right. So, get our blue yarn back out here. And this yarn, I'm telling you, it has done nothing but give me grief since I started from the very beginning of caking it up, you guys. Caking it up. It was a problem. Just. Okay, there. I might get one of I've got like a little cozy thing to go around that. Just posted a picture of your desk calendar. How I guess you just post a picture of your calendar? Just post a picture. I mean, all right. We got to go back to this stitch that we just finished. We're going to take it out. Well, not take it out part way so we can add our new yarn in. I don't know how she did this. She put her hook in here first before she. I can't do that. I gotta. These are such little tiny stitches. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my loop. Lose my loop. All right. So there are 14 rows here. Remember the 30 across we did 14 rows of? So we are going into the first row here, and we are joining in our other yarn like such, like that. Okay, keep this all nice and snug, and then we got to do 14. Let's see if I get 14 along the side here. I need 14 along the side. Okay, if I don't get 14, I'm going to make 14. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hey, that's 14. Okay. Now, unfortunately, my stitch marker, I only have one stitch marker in here. It's on my toe. My other toe. Can't believe I had 2 socks going at the same time here. Okay, I'm going to cut this off. There, you can go be part of that now. I'm gonna rob the stitch marker from this because I know where I'm at. This is the end of a round, so that won't be a big deal. All right, I'm gonna mark where I started here with my first stitch. All right, there's 14. 14 down the side. I don't know, Gail. I guess I'd need to see what kind of calendar it is. It's not like a Hobby Lobby flip the pages or or a Diamond Art Club flip the pages things. I don't know. How big is it? Guess that's my question. How big is it? How much do you diamond paint each time? All right, now we come across the front of the foot. I have no idea how many stitches there will be. I'm counting though. There's 11. Sorry, I'm counting. 12. 21? Why do I have 21? I don't know. Let's see. So that gives us 14. 14 and 21. And now we're going to do 14 down the side again. What about this corner? That might make this 22, actually. We're going to count that as 22. Because that's really like the corner. Now we'll do 14. Let's see. You guys are like, okay, whatever you're doing. Nope. Okay, so that other part was part of the side. So that was 14, 21, 14. And now we come across the back. Hello, Julie. All right, so we should have 10 stitches along the back. Make sure we get 10 stitches on the back. We know there was 10 on the back. As we're going back and forth, that was 10. Oh, come on. One, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Feel like there's almost another stitch there, but we're not gonna count that as a stitch. We're just gonna skip right there and go into our first stitch here. Okay, so that's a weird number. 59. I have 59 stitches. Okay, hang on. I feel that I should have 60 because, okay, remember how I said I felt like there was a stitch right here? I'm going to put a stitch in it. I'm going to call this 60 because here's why. When I was doing the foot of the sock, I had 50 stitches. I had 50. So when we have our little heel flap here in the back, and that's 10, if this was 50, I think 60 is what we need. I think 60 is good. Now the whole leg is going to be 60 around. Yeah. All right. Just say, yeah, yes, Minty, yes. No, if I'm wrong, let me know. If it makes any sense to you, let me know. Now, here's where you can start like trying this on. You know what I mean? Okay, let me watch her video real quick for a second and see if there's anything else I need to know, because I think we're just going to go around and around and around until we get, a certain length that we like. So let's see. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Yeah, I covered my yarn tail. Thank you. Oh, we're watching Tai Chi walking. Have you seen those ads? They're all over the place. Every time I turn around, try Tai Chi walking. How does she know she has 18? She had 18 around the... Okay, so she had, what did she have? She had 18, and then 14 and 14. And then the 10 on the back. Over here, remember, I have the central 10 stitches. 1, 5, 9, 6 single crochets. Now I'm going to continue crocheting in the round, working a single crochet into each single crochet. I don't join the rounds. I simply start crocheting into the first stitch of each new round right away. So I know when the new round begins. So I'm going to continue crocheting in the round until I reach about 2 inches over here. So just... Okay. So she ended up with 56 stitches. But I had more stitches because I increased more than she did on my toe. So, yeah. We're going with this. We're going with this. We're going with 60 stitches around. She's got 56. I have 4 more stitches than she does. And that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. And then we do this for 2 inches. 2 inches round and round and round before we get to the cuff. Round and round and round we go. So now I'm free to chit-chat because now I don't care. I can just go round and round and round, round and round and round. And then I'll try it on and make sure that 60 stitches is enough for my fat little calf, my fat little foot. You know? I forget if this yarn has nylon in it, because nylon makes it a little stretchier. That's why sock yarn is my thing's not in there. Hang on. Nylon will make it a little stretchier for a sock. Fingering weight yarn will work. But I think this has nylon in it. Let's see. It does not. It does not. It's 100% superwash merino, no nylon. So this is not going to have much stretch. I have to keep that in mind. Not going to stretch much. Do you know what I have to do? And it's probably going to be a Sunday thing. Well, tomorrow, I hope to go pop into the yarn store because I bought their January color of the month. It's very beautiful. It's called Yeti Tracks, and it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. I'm just gonna tell you, it's gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous. I'm gonna show it to you if I can. So she does a live every Friday morning at 11. And today's live was interesting. It was a recap. I don't think they're going to show it on here. They're not going to show the color. Oh, yeah, they are. Here it is. It is so pretty. So stinking pretty, you guys. Wait for this to like focus here. So last year for their yarn of the Last year for their yarn of the month, they did something interesting. They did a different, there it comes. There it is. They did a different weight every other month. So like 1 month they did fingering weight and the next month they did DK. You could always see the colors before you bought it, but I never wanted the fingering weight. I'm just not a fingering weight kind of girl, you know? So I really only got I don't even think I got 6 months worth because there was one color I didn't like. I think I only got 5 of them. But this year, they're expanding their offerings. So this year, you can get the color of the month on whichever base you'd like. You can get the fingering weight or you can get the DK weight. Yeti Tracks is gorgeous. And so today in her live, she was like, so I decided that Yeti Tracks needed a complementary color. So I don't know if you picked it up in that picture or not, but there's like a little bit of mint in there. So she made a beautiful, beautiful mint to go with it. I'm a little obsessed. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I mean, I went last year, every month I just ordered 1 skein. 1. That's all I got. Yeti Tracks, I was like, 1 skein's not going to be enough of that. I got 2. So now if I go to the yarn shop and I buy one of the mints to go with it, I'd have 3 skeins. 3 skeins. Although I don't know how many mint they have in DK. I'd need DK. I don't know. But I'm a little bit obsessed with that color. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. So, I mean, my 2 Yeti Tracks, I mean, I've already paid for those. They're good to go. I just got to get in there and pick them up. Do I want to pick up a mint to go with it? And if I did, what would I make? Here is the question, folks. What do I make with all of the gorgeousness? I have been doing a good job, though, over the last week or so. I finished the shawl with the Tangled War yarn from Holly Jolly. Jolly, no, not Holly Jolly. That's a song. Have a holly jolly. No, it's Jolly Holiday. I finished that shawl. I have these little itty bitty balls of each color left. I got little balls about this big of each of the colors left over. I mean, so you put them all together and you got quite a bit of yarn. So I have been kind of collecting like leftover of DK weight, like last year's project, the Emma yarn. I have little balls left of that, about the same size little balls. Now I got more little balls. I could put them all together, make big balls. I don't know. Anyhow, so I finished that shawl. And just yesterday or the day before, one of the two, I finished what I can of the Expression Fiber Arts Mystery Crochet-A-Long. I have finished through November. Ends are woven in. Everything's all good to go. I'm just waiting on December's yarn to do the border. And I don't think I want to do the border that they want us to do. Because, I mean, I think at first you do like a couple, it doesn't go all the way around either. That's interesting. We did Emma. I think it's done now. It's currently not snowing. It has stopped. But it's been snowing every day. So, you know, it's a shawl. It's a rectangle, right? So you do like 5 rounds or 4 rounds up and down one side. And then you do the other side. And I was like, you don't go from like corner to corner. No, you just do the sides. There's no border on the top and the bottom. I don't know why. And I know that you'll get to a point where you do this stitch. And I don't know if it's called the crab stitch. It might be the crab stitch. But it's like you crochet backwards. So instead of going right to left, you go left to right. And so, you know, you'll have a stitch here, and then you got to go the other way and do a stitch. And I'm not doing that. I am not doing that all the way down 2 sides of this shawl. I've tried to do that stitch before. I don't like that stitch. I don't want to do that stitch. So I think I'm going to do like my own thing for the border, maybe. I think they do start with like 1 row of single crochet, maybe another row of single crochet on the way, but hang on. One moment, please. Oh, there's Yeti tracks again. You want to see it one more time? Just let it focus. Just see the mint? See the mint in there? Mint, purple, light blue, dark blue. Is that not beautiful? Look at on the little graphic, they got little feet coming around along the bottom, little Yeti feet. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Anyhow. So I think I'll do like the main like setup rows the way they want you to. And then I'm going to go off book and do something else because I'm not doing that. And they do not call it the crab stitch. They call it the reverse single crochet. But you know what that is? It's a crab stitch. Reverse single crochet. You're going in reverse. I'm not going to crochet in reverse. It's not going to happen. So it's one round of single crochet, another round of single crochet. A round of double crochet. No. Double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, all along. Then you come back and you do the crab stitch. The crab stitch in the front loop. Let's make it even worse. Let's do the crab stitch and only do it in one loop. Let's do that. And then on the way back, you work in the back loops and you double crochet in each of those stitches in the back loop. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So I think I'll do the 2 rows of single crochet. And I know why they're doing that, because it makes a little ridge when you're doing the, back loop thing. I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna go off book, and I'm gonna kind of do my own border. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I might do this thing called the spider stitch. Is it spider stitch? No. It's some other animal. It's another animal. And it's great for borders. Yeah, it's the spider stitch. You don't have to go backwards. I'm not going backwards. Have I said that enough times? I'm not going backwards. Learn how to crochet the spider stitch edging. Yeah, and it's very pretty. It's very pretty. And it's much easier than that other weird thing. I mean, think about it. Crab stitch, how do crabs walk? It's backwards, right? Now you know why it's called that. But this is a pretty little stitch. Oh, shoot. I thought I could show it to you. It's a video, but no, stop. Just stop. Oh, no, I don't want you to play. I want you to stop so I can show everybody. They just did it on a granny square. But if I did a couple of rounds of single crochets, because I want a little wider border, a little wider edging. But look how cute that is on the edge of that. Look how cute. See it? Cute. 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 I think it's just like double single or something like that. So, anyhow, it's ready for its border. I just need the yarn. The yarn is shipping. It is currently shipping. Got shipping notice. So it should be here next week, one day. So then that project will be finished. My ears need to pop. My ears need to pop. I'm also working on the Bad Sheep yarn, the shawl for that. I just wound up colors 9, 10, 11, 12. So 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I just wound those up. And that goes pretty fast, actually. I mean, I'm surprised how fast that actually goes. Those are fingering weight yarn, and there's like 92 yards. in each of those, but it actually goes pretty fast. And now that I've got the pattern down pat, at least for now, it's going to change here shortly. It's going to change. But until it changes, I got the pattern down pat, and I just kind of go. So it's going kind of fast. But then silly me, I'm on Expression Fiber Arts, like their community Facebook page. You know, most of these places, they have like a business page, and then they have their community page, right? Well, I was on the community page, and I saw one of their designers asking for people to test a crochet pattern. And she posted the picture of it. And I was like, that's cute. That's really cute. And I like it. So you can either do it as a top, like a short sleeve little summer top, or you could do it as a cardigan. I'm doing a crochet test. Yeah. However, you know that pink top I'm working on? I'm still working on because it's not done. That's taken forever. But that's because there are a lot of little stitches. And you're making like these little, like you're making like little shells almost. You know, like 3 stitches in one, and then you do these decreases, and it's taken forever. This pattern for the top, I'm doing the top. I've already kind of tested with some of my yarn that I have here. The pattern's very simple. You make panels and you put them together. And I'm like, okay. Somehow, you make 2 sleeves. Imagine you have 2 rectangles. And somehow you crochet them together. Somehow. And they become your sleeves. And then I don't know how it works yet. But it's very pretty. And it was supposed to be, at first, the designer was like, going to give us till the end of February. Until people started wanting to order yarn, and being after the first of the year, a lot of Black Friday, Christmas, end of year sales and stuff, a lot of these companies are really low on stock. So people who are wanting to get yarn are having a hard time getting the yarn they want to use for the project. So the designer just said she's going to extend the time until the end of March. And I'm like, cha-ching, yes, that's what I needed. I need more time. Because I have no idea what is going to happen with my arm, my shoulder, surgery, how much time I'm going to be like unable to do anything. I'm certain there will be some days I can't do anything. But then, you know, as things start feeling better after the first few days, I'll start to try to crochet a little bit. It might not be very much. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. So I'm happy that the test is going to go through the end of March. So I'm certain by the end of March, I'll be able to be doing some crochet. So, I was supposed to go to lunch with my friends from work on Thursday. Yeah, yesterday. We were going to lunch. And I waited until about 11 o'clock, and I text them, and I'm like, I really hate to say this, but I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to make it to lunch. I'm like, I got sick after Christmas, got this terrible cough, can't seem to get rid of it, coughing up stuff, and you don't want to be around me, you know? So my one friend was like, "Oh, I am so sorry." She said, "I know it's going around. I am so sorry." She's the teacher that's still teaching. And then the other friend, she was a parapro, an assistant. She hops on and she's like, I was just thinking I might not come to lunch either because I woke up yesterday with a sore throat and blah, blah, blah. And so we're all just like, okay, this just wasn't meant to be now, was it? So we did not go to lunch. Unfortunately, we did not go to lunch. However, we sat and chit chatted for a while. Because the one friend asked, well, when's your next day off from work at school? Well, Martin Luther King Day. Okay, that's just a few more weeks, right? It's in a few weeks. And so we were all like, okay. So what are we doing? We're going to lunch on Martin Luther King Day. And we were all like, yep. Put it on our calendars, put it on our calendars, put it on our calendars, right? So I actually wrote it on my physical wall calendar. And I took a picture of it and I sent it to him. I'm like, look, you're in, you're penciled in, you're here, it's happening. And then my best friend, she texts back and she goes, okay, now I'm just going to be nosy. She said, I saw on your calendar surgery. Who's having surgery? I was like, oh, well, that would be me. They're like, wait, what? She's like, elaborate. And they've known that my arm has been hurting. I've told them that. But I was like, yeah, it's the arm thing, tear my rotator cuff. And then they're like, oh. So the other friend was like, yeah, my husband had his operated on December 1st. Like, oh, okay. Well, how's that going? Inquiring minds want to know, how is that going for him, his surgery? Well, she said he didn't really do anything the first 2 days after surgery. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. He's been sleeping downstairs in their recliner. And I'm like, I can see that happening too. Thankfully, I have a couch that reclines, so I'm probably going to be sleeping on my couch because, I can't see myself sleeping on my, and I'm a side sleeper. Oh, it's going to be hard. It's going to be so hard. I'm going to want to sleep on that side, and I'm not going to be able to. But I'll be okay on the couch. I think I'll be just fine on the couch. So I'm just kind of, what's been happening with him? What can I kind of plan on here moving forward? Sleeping on the couch. A couple days of not doing anything. And then she's like, yeah, he can't stand not being able to use his hand or his arm to do stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm sure. I said, I already asked, and they already told me I'll be able to crochet. She says, you can sit and crochet. As long as your arm lets you, you can sit and crochet. So I'm thinking, that's probably going to be after like a few days, a week maybe, I'll be able to crochet again. But, I'll probably be doing a lot of reading the first few days. Just grab a book, sit on the couch and read, right? Let's just read. Maybe we'll even have Alexa read so I don't have to turn pages. We'll be doing some Kindle listening. Anyhow. What was I saying? I forget. Anyhow, yeah, that's kind of what I'm anticipating is gonna happen. Few days of not doing much at all. Few days of I can do a little bit. Maybe start crocheting within the first week or so, a little bit here or there. She said her husband's driving her crazy though, because I don't know if it's a man thing or what. Like when Dale had his hernia operation, I could not keep him settle down. Just sit down. Just sit down. You're not supposed to be doing stuff. You're not supposed to be moving things. You're not supposed to be lifting things. Just stop, right? Where I don't know, I feel that women are better equipped to do that. We're like, okay, we're not supposed to be doing anything, so we're not going to. And it's a great time to say, honey, I can't do that. I'm sorry. Can you help me? I can't do that. you know, like my doctor, I mean, we had a very brief conversation about the surgery itself. And really not the surgery at all, not really how it's done or anything like that. It was just more like afterwards. 5 weeks in a sling, therapy after that. No lifting or pulling. Okay, until you get into therapy, of course. No lifting, no pulling. I'm like, okay, I can do that. All right, no lifting, no pulling. Gotcha. I know one little fluffy cat's not going to be very happy with me because I don't know how I'm going to pick him up when he wants me to pick him up. He's almost 15 pounds. I'm certain I'm not going to be able to pick him up. I'm not supposed to pick him up. I'll just sit on the couch and I'll be like, Dale, get that. Get that. Get that for me. Can you see it now? Get that. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Is it just women are much easier to be like, I'm not supposed to do anything, so I'm not going to, And men are like, they told me I can't do that, but watch this. I don't know. Anybody have any thoughts to add to that? I mean, that's my take on it, but I don't know. I could be wrong, but that was the case with my husband and his surgery. So, and I'm not saying I'm not going to try to do some things because I'm going to get bored sitting on my butt. And that's what she said about her husband. She's like, I need him. I need him to go somewhere. I need him to go back to work. I need him to just go somewhere. He's driving me crazy. And we were like, yep, little taste of what it's going to be like when he retires. And I said, see, I told you. This is what happens when they retire. I told you. Enjoy your time while they're still working and you're not. Enjoy it because, oh boy, does it change when they retire, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a wimp. I'll get up. I want to do things. I mean, I foresee myself going to the gym. I mean, why not? I can go to the gym and get on a treadmill and walk. No lifting, no pulling. What am I going to lift and pull on a treadmill? Nothing, right? Nothing. So I'll go to the gym, walk on the treadmill. Maybe not the first week, but you can't keep a good man down or a good woman down. But I will take advantage of, honey, I can't lift the cat. Will you get him for me, please? Go get the cat. He wants me. I can't do dishes. What else won't I be able to do? I'm in a sling. I can't cook, right? I can't cook. Can't vacuum. That's pushing. Can't vacuum. Can't wash dishes. Let's see. What else can I get away with for a good 5 weeks? That's right, Sherry. It's going to keep Dale busy. It's going to give him something to do with his time. Take care of his wife. There you go. Take care of your wife. Mm-hmm. He's going to have to wash my hair, too. There's no way I can wash my hair. You're going to have to come wash my hair. Oh. I'll see what all I can get away with. Now, here's the next problem. What am I going to have done for YouTube ahead of time? How much can I have done ahead of time? I need to start thinking about that like right now. What can I get recorded and ready to go? I can sit and do a whip and chat. That's not going to be a problem. I mean, I foresee being able to diamond paint too. I mean, once I'm not in so much pain, I mean, I know there's going to be pain. I mean, I know it's going to be painful after surgery. In my head, I know that. She's like, yeah, you'll have a nerve block for a couple days. I'm like, okay. So for a couple days, it might feel okay. And then it's going to hurt. Give me good pain meds. Anyhow. So I got one video a week. I can do a whip and chat. If nothing else, I mean, I could go live. I mean, I can go live and just be here. I'd be like this. Hi, I'm live tonight. I'm not doing much, but we'll go live. How are you? You know, I mean, seriously, if I sit here like this and I crochet slowly, I don't move my shoulder. I mean, you probably do move a little muscle in there, but not like, you know, I don't know. What can I have recorded and ready to go? How much can I have recorded and ready to go? Emma's already picking on me back there. I saw that. She's like, well, you're going to have 2 diamond paintings come in, one from 2 different companies. And I'm like, you're right, Emma. You are right. Dang it all. I'm trying not to buy diamond paintings. One is a for sure. Absolutely, positively, 100% for sure. Have to have it. And that is the Dreamer Designs. That is a Trisha Riley Matthews coming out Saturday. And it is the Farm Kids. It is the Farm Kids with the red barn. It's where I fell in love with Trisha Riley Matthews, you know? And this one is what? The little boy with pigs? Is that what it is? I think it's the little boy with pigs, right? I mean, there's no way. There's absolutely no way on this planet I'm not going to get that, right? Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. This is romance art. Oh my goodness, she's beautiful. I don't even have to look at the description to know that that's romance art. Oh, it's a small one. It's a overseas. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? She's gorgeous. Romance art does lovely stuff. But here's one of my little farm kids. If you guys have been around for any length of time, you know, my plan was, and I had these in double-sided adhesive. I don't know if I had this one in particular, but I had like a little girl with chickens. I think I have a little boy with the cows. I don't even remember. But I had some of these, and I was gonna do like a foursome, right? Two, you know, and make a big frame with these 4 paintings. Here we go. Here it is. I have to have that. I mean, that was always my dream way back. How many years ago? Probably 6 years ago. I mean, I'm almost at 7 years. I mean, 7 years I've been diamond painting for sure. In November, it was 7 years. Started my channel in February. So in February, it'll be 7 years on YouTube. But these farm kids has always been my dream to do these little farm kids. I have to get that. There's no way I'm passing that up. Not at all. Can't do it. And then, Diamond Art Club turns around and does this. Hang on. Wait for it. It's coming. Wait for it. That's beautiful. And that's Lori Prindle. That's gorgeous. Could I pass up on this one? I could. Should I? Yes. Should I pass? I should. But it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. And now they've just posted a new one. Oh my goodness. Oh. Donna Gelsinger, Cardinals, in a magnolia tree. Do you know how many diamond paintings I need in my life? You know how many I need? You heard the word need. You know how many I need? I need this many. This many right here is how many I need. But the little boy with the pigs, I mean, I have, okay. Oh, goodness. I looked this up the other day. I know that I have all of the farm kids that they have done at Dreamer Designs. I know I have all of them. I think there's 3. I looked this up yesterday. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to search. Why didn't you let me search? Trisha? I think that's all I put in the other day was Trisha, and she came right up. Trisha? Hello, Trisha. Come up, Trisha. It's not working. Trisha. No, that didn't work. Trisha? Riley. Okay, here we go. Oh, darn it all. Why is this so hard? Okay. Here's the little boy with the pigs, right? There he is. I like how they actually put the paintings on the site, even though you can't buy them yet. There's 42 that they have in stock of Trisha Riley Matthews. So there's the pigs, and I have a lot of them. I don't have all of them by any means, but I have a lot of them. But I'm just looking for yes, this girl. The little girl with the chicks. She's got chicks and a pig. Right? I have her. So that's 2. And then I have this little girl right here. They all have chickens. What's the deal? Wait, did the kid with the pig have chickens? I don't think so. So that's the 3rd one. Okay. With the barn. They have to have the barn to be the true farm kids. I mean, some of these other ones are kind of farm-ish, but those are the ones that I really consider the farm kids. And I know there's one of the kids with cows, horses, things like that. And I think they're all probably the same size. And so they would perfectly do the 4 window pane type thing that I wanted to do, right? If they bring me that much joy, then get them. I know. Oh, the little farmer girl, she's sold out. She's 80 by 60. So she's 80 this way, 60 this way. Let's see what the other ones are. What are the other ones? Let's see. This one might be oriented differently. Let's see. She's sold out too, though. Oh, see, she's a different size even. So she is 60 by 70. Why aren't they the same? There you go. Farm adjacent. They are definitely. So they're not going to be like... And I think this guy is the same as the first girl. 80 by 60. Yeah, so 2 of them are this way. And the other one, she's kind of this way. Oh, anyhow, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I mean, I haven't bought anything since Black Friday. When was that? End of November? Oh, wow. I made it all the way through December. Whoa, look at me. I made it a whole month. Woo! Aren't we proud of myself? I love it when I see like the little memes and stuff. I am so proud of myself. I have not bought any new yarn this year on the 1st. Or the second. I haven't bought any new yarn this year. All right. Don't break your arm. Pat yourself on the back, right? Don't break your arm. I haven't bought anything this year. Not yet, anyhow. I think that's quickly changing tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon. What do we do? What do we do? All right, plans. Plans for the sock. This is not going to take me too long to do this little 2.5 inches here or whatever. 2 inches, not 2.5. 2. 2 inches of the leg. 2 inches on my leg. So hopefully this week I'll be able to work on the other sock and get the other one kind of catching up a little bit. And then next week we'll talk ribbing for the cuff. So next week will be ribbing. And I like that the ribbing is going to be, I think it's going to be like front post, back post ribbing. It's not going to be up the chain, down the chain, up the chain, down the chain. That ribbing looks great. It just drives me crazy. It takes forever to do ribbing like that. I mean, if you do it on a sweater, any cuff, it takes forever. So this ribbing is not that. Yay, it's not that. I got to keep in mind that this does not have any nylon in it. So it's not going to be super stretchy. I'm going to get close to my 2 inches or maybe do the whole 2 inches of this part of the leg. I mean, you could make this as long as you wanted it, truly. If you wanted to make it a longer sock, you just keep going. And keep going and keep going. This is just going to be kind of a little shorty, which I like. I don't like big, tall socks. I like short socks. So next week, a cuff and we will go. A cuff and we will go. A cuff and we will go. Yep. And then, like I said, hopefully I'll have some of the other sock done. All right. Before I go, let me show you guys a sneak peek. You get a little sneak peek. Are you ready? Smashing the specials. Let me show you. I made this last night. And I just happened to have some of these little battery operated little lights here. I had to build this. I had to screw it together. There we go. It kind of falls right down in there, but that's fine. It doesn't really go anywhere. You can't. Look at cute, right? I did all this last night. I did that. Are you ready? I did this. This is a phone stand. And look at the back of it. Oh my gosh, the back of it is a mirror, a bright mirror. So that's a little phone stand. I did that last night. That's 2. You're counting. And I know I'm thinking ahead. I got to get a lot of projects done here at the front end of the month because on the 22nd, man, I'm done. I'm done. Right? I won't be doing anything else probably for January. And I did this guy. I love him. Oh, he doesn't stay in his stand very good. I don't like the stand. Now this way he wants to fall forward. His stand is not good. I think I would try to glue him in here maybe. No, because if I try to sell it, it's hard for us to transport that way if he's glued in. But look at all them pearls up there and stuff on the top. Isn't that cute? So you saw my first 3 projects. There you go. All right. Okay. That's all I got, folks, for today. The frog is super cute. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Hopefully next week I won't be doing that anymore. Or not very much, anyhow. as somebody said, it lingers. Okay, but let's not linger too long. I'm having surgery in a couple weeks. Let's not linger too long. All right. Well, Dale and the kids are back, so I'm done here. They're done. Everybody's done. And here's what the sock looks like so far. Da 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 da. And here's our leg. It's, I don't know, it looks kind of weird. Is that what it's supposed to do? I guess. I don't know. We'll keep going. Snowman one of my video. The little painting, you mean? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. I got a whole box of stuff ready to go. I got to get as many done as I can before I can't diamond paint for a while. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend and stay warm. Stay warm. It's cold. All righty. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.